One of the original tech superstars was the Croatian inventor Nikola Tesla, who held nearly 300 patents and was responsible for such breakthrough tech as the alternating current. By now, he's become more than a cult hero. Tesla's name graces one of the most newsworthy tech companies of our time, and his predictions of future tech have made him a veritable oracle of our times. In addition to being a prolific inventor, Tesla was also a futurist. Many of his predictions about future technology precisely describe today's world, which is remarkable considering that Tesla lived during a time when cutting-edge technology included radios and light bulbs. 10 of his biggest predictions of future technology came true. One of Tesla's most famous predictions was his prediction of wireless communication. In 1901, he demonstrated the first wireless radio transmission. This paved the way for future advancements in wireless technology, such as cell phones and Wi-Fi networks. Tesla's prediction of wireless communication was a groundbreaking moment in the history of technology. His work laid the foundation for what would eventually become the widespread adoption of wireless technologies, such as cell phones and Wi-Fi networks. Tesla's demonstration of the first wireless radio transmission in St. Louis, Missouri in 1901 was a pivotal moment that paved the way for future advancements. Before Tesla's breakthrough, communication over long distances required wires or cables to transmit signals. With his discovery, however, it became possible to send messages and information wirelessly through the airwaves. This innovation revolutionized the way people communicated with each other and opened up new possibilities for global connectivity. Today, we take wireless communication for granted, but it is important to remember that without Tesla's pioneering work, we may not have had access to the many technological advancements that rely on this technology. From smartphones to smart homes, Wi-Fi networks to Bluetooth devices, all are made possible by Tesla's groundbreaking research and development. Tesla predicted electric vehicles would eventually replace gasoline-powered cars in the early 1900s. We can now see this becoming reality with companies like Tesla Motors leading the charge in electric vehicle development and production. Certainly, electrically powered vehicles had existed long before he was even born in 1856. The first electric locomotive was invented in 1837. It was a primitive beast running on batteries that was destroyed by disgruntled railway workers. By the time Tesla invented his AC electric motor in 1887, DC motors had already been in use in Europe for passenger trains and trolleys. In 1888, trolleys in the US started to electrify. By 1891, Tesla's AC motors were being used in locomotives. In 1914, Tesla predicted robots would eventually be used in factories around the world for manufacturing purposes. This has proven true, as robots are now commonplace in many industries, from automotive manufacturing to food processing plants and beyond. Tesla was famous and well-respected during his lifetime, but he fit the stereotype of many notable scientists, driven mad by his genius. He made some outlandish claims, saying that he was working on a motor that ran on cosmic rays, a new form of energy that defied Einstein's physics, a new technique for photographing thoughts, and a death ray that would end all wars. Although he was an accurate futurist and a pioneer of electricity, Tesla struggled socially and professionally throughout his life. His genius was regarded by notable scientists like Albert Einstein, but he wasn't business savvy. He never achieved the long-term financial success of his contemporaries, George Westinghouse and Thomas Edison, although they profited from his ideas. Tesla believed renewable energy sources like solar and wind would eventually overtake fossil fuels as a primary source of energy for powering our homes and businesses worldwide. This has become increasingly true as countries around the world continue to invest heavily into renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power generation facilities. In 1926, Tesla predicted augmented reality technology would eventually enable people to view virtual objects overlaid onto their real-world environment using special glasses or headsets. We can now see this becoming a reality with products such as Microsoft's HoloLens headset, which allows users to interact with virtual objects projected onto their environment using advanced augmented reality technology. Artificial intelligence. Yep, he figured this would happen. It only took 118 years to make it a reality in an effort led by his namesake company and another larger-than-life innovator in Elon Musk. Always ahead of his time, Tesla described self-driving cars, drones, and autonomous robots. He imagined a vehicle that could operate itself and make its own decisions. Tesla believed that there would be remote-controlled machines in the future. In other words, drones. To prove his point, he demonstrated a remote-controlled boat in 1898. According to BBC, the technology was so advanced that many people who witness a wirelessly controlled boat assumed there was a tiny monkey controlling it from the inside. 1935, Tesla predicted artificial intelligence would eventually lead to machines being able to think independently from humans, without requiring direct input from humans every time they need instructions on what tasks they should complete next. We can already see AI technology beginning to reach its potential, with products such as Amazon's Alexa device being able to respond intelligently when asked questions or given commands by its user without needing further instruction from its user every time it needs instructions on what tasks it should complete next. In 1937, Tesla envisioned virtual reality technology allowing people not only to interact with virtual environments but also travel through them as if they were real worlds. This prediction has come true thanks to advancements in modern gaming technology, with products such as the Oculus Rift allowing gamers to immerse themselves fully into virtual worlds created by developers using advanced VR software. In 1925, Tesla speculated space exploration could become a reality through rocket propulsion systems, which could potentially allow humans to explore outer space beyond Earth's atmosphere. This prediction has come true thanks to advancements in rocket propulsion systems developed by organizations such as NASA, allowing astronauts to venture further into outer space than ever before. While this isn't a technological invention, Tesla very much envisioned a world when women would hold traditionally male jobs and would, in fact, become superior to them. As a US presidential election features a first-ever female nominee for the world's highest office, Tesla's predictions in this matter might be reaching an apex. The modern woman, who anticipates in merely superficial phenomena the advancement of her sex, is but a surface symptom of something deeper and more potent fermenting in the bosom of the race. It is not in the shadow of physical imitation of men that women will assert first their equality and later their superiority, but in the awakening of the intellect of woman. This struggle of the human female towards sex equality will end in a new sex order, with the female as superior. Tesla imagined a world where new scientific discoveries, rather than war, would become a priority for humanity. Today, the most civilized countries of the world spend a maximum of their income on war and a minimum on education. The 21st century will reverse this order. It will be more glorious to fight against ignorance than to die on the field of battle. The discovery of a new scientific truth will be more important than the squabbles of diplomats. Even the newspapers of our own day are beginning to treat scientific discoveries and the creation of fresh philosophical concepts as news. These were just 10 examples out of many more predictions made by Nikola Tesla throughout his lifetime, which have since come true. His ideas were truly ahead of his time, and it's amazing how many of them have been realized despite him having passed away over 80 years ago. His legacy will live on forever.